No, then we take a nap.
Nap?
Oh, yeah. Lodge rules, I'm afraid. No guests will ski, skate, or sled unless a nap is taken.
Okay, but after my nap.
Then
you can go ice skating. 28's right through there. Take a left and enjoy your stay.
Thank you. We will.
We can ski in that little pond right outside. It's real frozen, I could tell.
Right after.
A nap, I know.
Hey, can I get in on this too, huh?
Sure. Who are you going to bet on? The Bears or 49ers?
Who are you betting on?
49ers.
Yeah, I'll take the Bears.
Me too.
You guys think I'm a patsy, don't you?
No. I just think of you as a major contributor to my financial portfolio.
Excuse me. My medical know-how is desperately needed.
Come on, will you? My clothes are going out of style. Okay, we'll go and grab a quick hot lunch and go out for a couple more hours, okay?
I'm freezing.
Oh, come on. Try and have a little fun, will you?
Look, this hand's had so much fun it won't let go of the pole.
I thought you wanted to come up here and go skiing.
Call this, cross-country stuff skiing?
Not the way you do it, no. Now, come on, it's good for you. Builds up the thighs, strengthens the legs so you can attack the moguls on the downhill.
It's boring. It lacks the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat. I mean, what happened to chairlifts and downhill shushing? Jean-Claude McIntyre laughs in the face of danger.
You all right?
I think I might have twisted my ankle. Easy, Pop. Your legacy, you know?
Yeah, I think we better get you inside, take a good look at it.
I'll be there in a minute. You go in without me. You know, the tragedy of this, Pop, is that, I don't think I can do any more skiing.
Sure.
Why don't you order me a hot chocolate, okay? What happened?
My daughter's in that water! Somebody!
Did you see her?
No, but I found this floating on top.
Call an ambulance and see if you can find a Dr. John McIntyre.
We were napping. We were taking a nap. She wanted to go ice skating. Help me, oh, God.
I'm okay. I'm okay.
How long was she in there? How long?
10, maybe 15 minutes.
Paramedics, clear, please. Quickly. Okay, I'll do that. All right, let's tube her and get her out of here. I'm a doctor. Open that up. All right.
Hello, Mrs. Taylor. How are you?
Fine, thanks. And that's Ms. Taylor. After 3 husbands, my legal name is Mrs. Hennessy Yoshito von Schmeling. Just seems simpler to start over with my maiden name.
Okay.
Where's Dr. Hudson?
Dr. Hudson won't be back till Monday.
Oh. Who are you?
I'm Dr. Gates. You don't mind if I pinch hit, do you?
Batter up.
Okay, let's take a look at that knee. Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
I was referring to Dr. Hudson's arthroscopic surgery. There's no scars and the swelling's almost gone. It's beautiful.
I thought you meant my legs.
They're beautiful, too. How'd you hurt your knee?
Aerobics. I always get carried away. You know the one that goes...
Whoa. Why don't you just save that for a few days? See, the beauty of this operation is that you'll be about 90% by the time you leave the hospital, so let's save the dancing till then.
Then we go dancing.
I'll be checking in on you.
What Gates?
What Gates what?
Your first name?
Gonzo.
Gonzo. Oh, it's so...
Different.
Hey, a Hennessy Yoshito von Schmeling cannot cast stones. Keep in touch, Gonzo.
Clear.
It's been an hour, Pop.
Get off the ankle now.
That's the 4th time, Doctor. Multiple arrhythmias, including fibrillation.
And?
Come on. She was admitted with no pulse, no blood pressure, a rectal temperature of 24 degrees, and no neurological function.
Do it again.
Clear.
Now, we better have a chopper standby. We may have to take her to Memorial so we can put her on a bypass machine if necessary.
Why? That'll just add more trauma to the body. Look, she's going to be brain dead no matter what you do.
Look, the water was freezing. The hypothermia could prevent any severe neurological damage.
It's kind of a long shot, isn't it, Dad?
Yeah, it's a shot in the dark.
Look, maybe we just don't read the same medical journals. But you should know that below 27 degrees, clinical death and biological death just isn't the same thing.
Well, yes, I understand.
I don't care if we don't have a pulse or a BP. I don't even care if we don't have a heart rhythm. We're not done yet.
Mrs. Hughes? Did that sedative help?
I suppose so.
I hate to bother you. Do you think we can finish this? Husband's name?
Joseph. He died 3 years ago.
Is there someone we can contact? Who's your nearest relative?
He's my brother, but, no.
I'll be happy to call him for you.
No. No, never mind.
Really, Mrs. Hughes, if you...
No, thank you. I'll be fine. It's all right. I'll be fine.
CVP 6 centimeters, BP 100/60.
No extremity movement.
Rectal temperature, 32 degrees centigrade.
Well, she's hanging in there.
All right, let's warm her up quick. Start gastric lavage, warm saline, set up a peritoneal dialysis. What's her ICP reading?
9 millimeters.
You know, even if she didn't sustain any neurological injury, her oxygen demand is on the rise. The brain's going to swell.
I know. So we'll give her an initial dose of 500 milligrams phenobarbital.
500 milligrams? You're crazy.
Let me know when the chopper gets here, will you? I'm going to call Memorial, let them know we're coming.
Dad, that much phenobarb will keep her in a coma.
I know. Do it. Where's the phone?
Inside.
Megan Hughes. What room?
Megan Hughes. Oh, I'm sorry. She's in intensive care and she's not allowed any visitors.
I'm her uncle. My name is Lawrence Colini. I want to see my niece. Now.
I don't care who you are. She's in ICU, and Dr. McIntyre's orders are no visitors.
Well, then get McIntyre out here. I want to talk to him.
Larry? What are you doing here?
I'm here because my staff informed me that Megan had an accident. My staff, not my sister.
Larry, I have enough difficulty.
For God's sake, Kathy, Megan almost dies and you don't even tell me. What were you thinking about?
Megan.
Where are you going?
To talk to Megan's doctor.
McIntyre? I'm going with you.
No.
I'm going to help, whether you like it or not.
No prize, that one. Larry Colini. Why is that name so familiar?
Well, every Tuesday night at 9, Channel 6, Larry Colini on the attack.
Him? Why, he's a bigoted, obnoxious, vindictive. You can stop me when I'm wrong.
I will.
I don't think I have the patience to put up with that kind of an attitude right now, so please, sit down. There is a phenomenon called the mammalian dive reflex. It's what allows whales to stay underwater for such long periods of time.
Whales?
What is this?
I don't
Crash
understand.
course in marine biology? We're talking about a 5-year-old girl who drowned.
Ah, but Megan didn't drown.
Really? Do you know anyone who can hold their breath underwater for 20 minutes? Outside of a whale, that is.
Larry, please stop. Doctor, none of this makes any sense.
You see, the ice water in the pond triggered the phenomenon. It diverted the flow of oxygen to the heart and brain. Then the process of submersion hypothermia.
What is this, McIntyre?
The shock of the extreme cold tricks the brain so that it can lie to the body. You understand that? See, Megan's brain told her body that she didn't need as much oxygen as usual.
I don't have your degrees and diplomas, McIntyre. But even I know that no one can go without breathing for 30 minutes. Hypothermia, horse manure or not.
Doctor, when the body doesn't get oxygen...
No. Freezing temperatures actually prevent brain damage.
Megan isn't freezing anymore.
No, she isn't. So to prevent tissue swelling, I took steps to maintain the coma.
Let me get this straight. You deliberately kept Megan in her coma.
Yes.
For God's sake, why?
I'm getting to that. You see, as her body became warmer, it required higher levels of oxygen and glucose. But normal levels bring about swelling and, of course, neurological damage. So I had to keep lying to her brain. Therefore, I kept her in the coma with phenobarbital.
You kept her in a coma on purpose?
Yes.
Why?
To save her life.
Is Megan coming out of her coma?
Well, we hope so.
Hope so. You hope so. When you play God, McIntyre, you better have a lot more going for you than hope.
And how are we today, Ms. Taylor?
Who are we today? Where's Gonzo?
I'm Dr. Jackson. Gonzo. Dr. Gates had surgery this morning.
You're my third sawbones this week. I've had as many doctors as husbands.
Oh, is that so?
Your laugh sounds like Ted. He was number 2. He didn't laugh much, but when he did, it sounded like yours.
Sort of an infectious laugh, huh?
Hardly. He only laughed 3 times that I remember. Poor man, he bored himself to death. Better him than me.
All right, here. How'd that feel?
Not as good as when Gonzo does it. I'd like to take him home with me.
Yeah, well, he's a little immature for you, don't you think?
Oh, good looks count for something. I won't hold the youth thing against him.
Yeah.
Possible number 4.
Oh, come on now. You don't want to get a crush on a doctor. Weren't you seeing some other men before you met him?
They were all after my 8 million. Besides, it's not a crush. I'm a very good judge of character. He's a big fish, but I bet I could land him.
Hey, hop along.
How you doing?
Hanging in there.
Megan Hughes. What's her status?
Well, the cardiovascular condition stable, ventricular catheter showing normal ICP reading. I think it can be removed. It's been 48 hours of no change.
And the respirator?
Well, I'd like to keep her on that for a couple more days because of her aspiration pneumonia.
I checked in on her. Coma's deep, totally flaccid and unresponsive.
Yeah. I don't know if she's going to come out of it or not.
Trapper, you have got to see this.
What?
On the attack, the
So he just took over in spite of the fact that you are chief of emergency services at the trauma center. Under the circumstances, the doctor in question, the doctor in question is Dr. John McIntyre, chief of surgery at San Francisco Memorial Hospital. Well, yes, he is. He brought in the child as the attending physician, and in light of that relationship, I felt that... You naturally assumed he'd never attempt such an unwarranted procedure. Hold it. Wait a minute. Now, as I explained to you on the telephone, inducement of coma in hypothermia victims is not unwarranted, but hardly guaranteed. No procedure can be guaranteed when a patient is admitted with no pulse, no blood pressure. Reverend Normandy, as pastor of the Church of United Eternity, what's your opinion of this, what shall we call it, experiment? Wait a minute. Experiment is hardly the word. Please, I asked the pastor a question.
Larry, our church and its members are up in arms, repulsed by what we think of as tampering with the will of the Lord. I cannot begin to imagine what arrogant thoughts went through this Dr. McIntyre's mind when he took a young girl without signs of life and proceeded to blatantly defy what was obviously the decree of a higher power.
I can hardly, This is very difficult for me, ladies and gentlemen, because the young lady we're talking about happens to be my niece. Jim, want to go to a commercial? I can't talk.
So what are you going to do?
Nothing. What's to do?
He's a manipulator, Pop. He twists things around, puts words in your mouth.
Well, he certainly put some words in my mouth, none of which I care to say in front of the youngster.
I'll drink to that.
Hit me. Ugh. Broke it.
Busted. And why did you hit a 19?
Because I wanted to get a 2 so I'd have 21. Isn't that what I want to have?
Yeah, but I already explained the odds to you.
I don't understand odds. I don't understand cards. I don't understand gambling. That I understand.
Miss Taylor?
Gonzo.
Okay, I paid Gloria. Now I'm going to pay you.
Fly to me, ex-gonzo dollars. Now, I told you, Gons, you gotta remember to bet with your head, not your heart.
Would you care to play some strip blackjack? I'm a good loser.
Well, I'm sure that you are, Miss Taylor, but no doubt I would lose my shirt, and I'm afraid I'm down to my last one.
Is Gonzo a gambler?
Oh, no, I wouldn't say that. Basically, he makes weekly donations to me.
Well, he'll have to stop that if we're ever going to get together.
Do you still think you can land him?
Care to make a wager?
Are you serious?
Absolutely.
I know my gambling.
I know my men.
50?
You're on. Now, let's play blackjack. Ideal.
Well, McIntyre, what's next?
Will you turn off the respirator?
Are you saying that you're taking Megan off the life support systems?
Well, isn't that what you've been campaigning for?
Now, wait a minute, McIntyre, wait a minute. You're not doing this to please me. What's the real reason?
Yeah, well, we have to find out whether she can breathe on her own for any extended period of time.
And if she can't? If she can't breathe, that means there's brain damage, right? That child could wind up a non-thinking, non-functioning vegetable.
By this holy anointing, may the Lord forgive any sins that you may have committed. May the Lord who frees you from sin save you and raise you up. I hope my presence here is unnecessary. She's a beautiful little girl. God bless you both.
Thank you.
It's time.
I don't know that I can. Oh, my Nathan. This was my fault.
But I'm not so sure that is Megan there anymore.
She's breathing on her own, Pop.
All right, what's it going to be today? Ponytail or French braid? Let's try a French braid, just for a difference, okay?
If you've come to talk to my sister, she isn't here. She went home to get some sleep. Megan can't talk to you, and I have no desire to talk to you.
You know, I didn't have to jump in that pond and save her, you know?
Save her? Is this how you McIntyres save people?
What are you doing here anyway?
I brought a tape of Megan's kindergarten class. I thought familiar voices might help draw her out of the coma.
That's a good idea. It's worked before.
I do my homework, McIntyre. I know what I'm doing, not like certain others. Does it surprise you that I care enough about this little girl to want to help her?
No. No, not really. What surprises me is that you don't have a camera crew here filming you do it.
Ah, yes. The showboat allegation once again rears its ugly head. But I'd prefer to be called a showboat than what they're going to be calling your father.
Yeah, and just what is that, Mr. Collini?
An endangered species, if I have my way.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'll buy you a pizza and a beer if you'll loan me $10.
You already owe me 5.
Yeah, but you owe me 12 years back allowance.
Oh, really?
Dad, I'm worried about this creep Collini. He's a dangerous guy.
How's the ankle?
Listen, I just talked to him and he's out to get you.
So?
So? He could ruin you. He's using his TV show, the newspapers, anything he can to put your butt in a sling. He's got his mind made up.
So have I.
Yeah, but he's got so much going for him. I mean, it's been 10 days and Megan is still in a coma. How do you know whether or not you were right?
I don't. Until she comes out. What do you think?
Doesn't matter?
If it didn't matter, I wouldn't ask.
For the record, I think you did the right thing. I think she's gonna make it.
Gonzo Gates, just the guy I wanted to see.
About what?
Well, I am thinking of investing in a new car. And right now I'm a little short of the money for the down payment. And I thought you might be able to help out.
Sorry, Jackpot, I'm temporarily low on funds.
No. It's not your money I'm after, Gons. It's your advice I'm after. All right, who are you picking? Green Bay or Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Okay. Minnesota or Kansas City?
Kansas City. Which means you're betting on Green Bay and Minnesota, right?
Hey, Gons, I need a new car. Betting against you is like money in the bank. It's a nice sweater. Is it new?
Yeah, it was a gift. Listen, Jackpot, what do you think of May-December relationships?
Well, personally, I prefer the year-round kind.
I'm serious.
Are you saying a 19-year-old?
No, I think I'd rather be the May end of the relationship.
An older woman?
Yeah. You know the patient in 362, Miss Taylor?
Yeah. Why?
She's the one that gave me the sweater. She's really a very special woman, Jack knows. And very wealthy. Hey, you're the one that said I should stop thinking with my heart, start thinking with my head. Okay, she's nice, she's attractive, she's intelligent, she's well off.
And she is 30 years older than you are.
I can learn to love her in time. I won't take too much time, but you know. I could. Really.
McIntyre. Good.
You saved me a trip inside your hallowed halls.
Sorry, no time.
Now, that's what we have to talk about.
What?
Time. You're out of it. You've had 14 days with Megan, and there's been no change in her condition.
Well, there are no time frames on a coma.
Well, we all have our jobs, McIntyre. You screwed up your job. It's my job to call you on it.
Business or pleasure?
Well, in this case, a little of both. I've arranged for 2 specialists to come and see Megan tomorrow. They'll examine her and advise how soon she can be transferred to another facility.
There's no point in that.
She'll be remanded to a continual care center. It's quite evident she no longer needs this kind of hospitalization.
Mrs. Hughes has not informed me of that.
Well, I'm running the show, McIntyre.
Starring in it, you mean?
If people are watching my show because they're concerned about Megan, they're concerned about prima donna quacks who are too self-righteous to admit that... Don't walk away from me!
Grab.
Hey! Well, my, I overestimated you. I accused you of playing God. You haven't even got the patience of a saint.
Cute. Very cute.
Film of today's unexpected interview on the steps of City Hall, where newscaster
the mad doctor of Memorial.
Which one? Insane or otherwise?
Apparently Slocum hasn't got the guts to face you himself, so he asked me to lay this little number on you as well. Collini has filed suit against you, JT, and Memorial.
What?
The cake was today's little episode of assault and battery. The cake itself is 17 counts of malfeasance and negligence.
Oh, come on. The boy risked his own life to save the girl.
Yeah, well, that ain't all. He's also claiming $1.5 million in a related unnecessary stress and grief action on behalf of his sister. I'm telling you, Collini is turning this into a freak show. Wait a second, listen to this.
Come on, you don't want to watch that stuff.
The reasons for this are very simple. Instead of permitting my niece to follow the course that destiny prescribed for her, this man snatched her from the jaws of death and sentenced her to the useless half-life of a human vegetable. My niece was already brain dead. Everything that Dr. McIntyre did to her was totally unnecessary. Are you still there?
Is that true, Trap?
What?
Was she already brain dead?
Good morning. You're looking cheerier and cheerier. Good therapy session?
Oh, the whirlpool was the best part.
Oh, well, everything here looks terrific. You'll be out of here by tomorrow morning.
Great. With a little luck, I'll miss lunch.
From an admirer?
Yes, the dear thing. You can read the card if you like. Better sit down first.
Get out of here.
Read it. And weep.
To a singular rose.
It's really Rosemary, but he calls me Rose.
To a singular rose, a single rose. Gonzo.
Would you care to double our bet?
Tom the piper's son. Stole a pig and away he'd run. The pig was eat, Tom was beat, and Tom ran crying down the street. These things are violent. The old woman in the shoe, she gives her kids a spanking and sends them to bed, no bread. Tom's here getting a whooping. Jack cracks his crown. Peckinpah would love this stuff. This is our last date, Megan. I won't forget you, though. Guys don't forget special girls. You'll find that out when you're older. I hope. Anyway, I'll miss you. Even though you never told me any of the important things, like what's your favorite ice cream, cartoon, who's your best friend. Stuff like that. Boy, I wish I could just reach in there and turn a light on in all that darkness. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great ball. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together.
She's awake! Bob! She's awake! Dr. McIntyre, this is a hospital. She's awake. She's awake. She's awake. She's awake! Bob! Bob!
Just like taking a 2-week nap. Then she woke up.
Amazing. They have 9 lives, kids do. What do you suppose the odds on that were? Hit or stay?
Stay.
Dealer has to break 16. Broken.
Busted. Busted.
Busted.
Yes.
Busted.
You know, I'm really gonna miss you around here, Ms. Taylor. Thanks. By the way, does Dr. Gates know you're leaving?
Oh, I imagine so.
I could have him paged, you know.
That won't be necessary.
You ready, Rosie? Lunch at the Fairmont?
Lunch and dancing. Busted.
Busted. Should say so. Busted. And nice knowing you, Ms. Taylor.
So long, jackpot.
Oh, there you guys are. I missed you. Glad you brought some friends.
I've been stung.
That's right. Bags, please. Did Miss Taylor ever tell you how she earned her $8 million?
Yeah? She inherited him from her 3 husbands.
Nope. She won it from them. The lady is a professional gambler, one of the best. She thinks with her head, not with her heart. Oh. For the bags.
We've had her down in therapy already. It's good. Of course, there's some things she'll have to relearn, but all the coordination and reflexes are there. The initial responses indicate no sign of permanent impairment. I predict that in about 1 or 2 weeks here, she's going to turn into a regular chatterbox, right? Right?
Right.
She's a cutie.
Right. Did you hear that? She is brilliant. Right.
So we're going to have a reunion here pretty soon. The entire staff here is really anxious to see her. But in the meantime, I'll keep the hounds at bay.
Thank you. And your son. Thank you both for saving her life.
She's lucky. We all were.
I'm sorry for everything that we have put you through, Dr. McIntyre. My brother really does care in his own way. And I know he's grateful, too.
In his own way.
I gotta hand it to you. You were right. I was wrong. I've come to smooth things over between us. You know, our ratings have been soaring the past 2 weeks. People have been tuning in to watch me rake you over the coals. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going on the air, and I'm gonna admit that I was wrong. I'm gonna say I was deceived by that doctor from Lake Tahoe and that phony reverend from the Church of Eternal whatever. And I'm gonna have you sitting right there on stage next to me when I do it. And crow, my friend, for tonight's telecast. Not only am I going to eat crow, but I want you there to serve it to me. The audience will love it. What do you say? You're with me?